And it looks like we're live. Excuse me. Okay. I should probably learn how to grab the link. That's for inviting guests. Excuse me. Twitch.com. This is the second time doing this. You'd think I'd know how to actually make it work, but I don't. It's new to me. So let's see. First off, we're going to go find me or some shit. Hey, look at that. Shit. Mute site, because I don't need to hear myself. Copy URL. Sweet. Okay. I guess we're live. Let's see. I'll drop that over here because we don't need it right now. Ooh. Okay. All right. So today we're just refactoring a little bit of Python IaC. I should have so I have a Kubernetes here, which if we look at, has a couple of things that I've activated. Basically, ripped out the whole IaC just by commenting it out. And we're adding things in a little bit at a time. So I wonder if there's a way for me to actually keep track of who is on the stream. If you are watching, feel free to drop a chat and say hello. I'm going to close that. Let's see. So, hey, sweet. Hey, Robbie. I am not promising anything interesting today, so just in case anyone has any crazy expectations. Okay, and looks like Mark is maybe gonna jump on. That'll be fun. All right, so just kind of kicking off the top of this IaC script, we have all of our imports. I've commented out most of it right now because we're going through and rewriting a whole bunch of things. Now that we know the... Oh, okay, that's funny. And once we have our imports, we're grabbing our config, and there's a few things that I like to pull just to use for naming. So we grab our Pulumi stack name. That's the specific stack, so dev, staging prod, or west, or east, or what have you. However you manage your different stacks, which are each a different deployment of the same IaC. And then I like to get the project name as well. You can find that here at the top of your pulumi.yaml that kind of defines the IaC itself. So that way I can just automatically populate that name out across the IaC. And let's see. So for this one, we're just pulling a kube config. We might not be doing that long term, but right now that makes it pretty easy to develop on Talos or Kind. And we're defaulting to Kind for development during the refactor. Then from here, we set a K8s provider that just supplies the kube config and the kube context that we're using. And then we're actually using this to grab the Kubernetes endpoint IP. This is actually only useful for Cilium, which at the moment we're not even doing. We've flipped back to Flannel while we work out a little bit of crazy. Hey, look, Mark is here. Hi, Mark. Let's see. So we've already done that. I'm not going to go into Cilium right this second, but I was working on Cert Manager. I also need to actually switch these configs to a pathed spec. Right now I have them just acting like a lame string, and I need to switch that so that we can create more sane config objects in our Pulumi config. Because right now, if I jump in here, let's see. I have my Pulumi directory with stacks. There we go. So for CI stack, the moment you can see like CDI enabled, that should actually be nested more like that. But I don't have it enabled yet. So we'll get to that during the refactor. Right now, I just want to get Cert Manager to deploy again. Let's see. So first off, another way to look at that Pulumi config is just type Pulumi config, and I don't have Cert Manager set. Do I have it defaulting? I have it defaulting to not deploy, which probably actually does not make sense because we have to use Cert Manager before we can get Kubevirt deployed, and the entire thing is a Kubevirt PaaS. So may as well be sane with the defaults. So I just refactored a bunch of Cert Manager stuff, and I'm expecting it to probably, yes, blow up. Sweet. So in my source directory, I have the Cert Manager module, and this is the IaC for deploying that. Haha, Mark, sorry, I said, I saw you say, where's the link? And I just assumed it was all about me, because of course it is, right? I'm actually really curious to see what Michael Cade gets rolling out with the VM OpenShift virtualization backup stuff. That'll be kind of cool. Let's see. So the error that we got was deploy line 27. Let's jump to line 27, and it doesn't like what? Namespace. It does. Okay, so we're actually complaining about namespace Python. So I have a library where I'm attempting to make the namespace stuff a little bit more recyclable. And this is a new piece of the refactor, so I'm not entirely surprised that it's not working because we just rewrote this before jumping on the live stream. Let's see. And then it's complaining core v1 has no attribute object meta args, which is kind of weird. Hang on just a second. Let's do this. Kubernetes import core v1. Let's try that. Whoop. That's not going to work, is it? I'm being nuts. See, because sometimes, so that's not going to work, I don't think. correct. Which is nuts, because if I jump to my docs, scrub them quick. Jump to Kubernetes. I want the filter for object. What? Let's do namespace. Then in here, yeah, see what? Let's just be absolutely crazy since it says it's optional. See, and I am not a Python wizard, so if you're judging me, you can totally turn it into a roast my code drinking game. That could be way too much fun. Yes, Mark, I think you do. You do. Leon made it. Hello, Leon. Let's see. Leon, do you want to come up just on stage or whatever? And you can like ask me why I do things in the dumb ways that I do them. Just for conversational value. Okay, let's see. We're doing no custom time. Ha. Why? Oh, that's not Kate's core. That's silly. Let's do custom timeouts, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna 4. Hi, there we go. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me actually, okay, I'm gonna get invite link, copy, close. Okay, Leon, I totally sent you an invite link, but if you fall asleep, it's okay. I'll just kick you off. And let's see. Yes. So Mark showed, it looks like a snippet for a namespace written in Python, which is super cool. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize I had to like specifically go through and hit the show button. So there we go. That is why I said hello to Robbie. Let's see. Yeah. So I have my import as Kate's up here. It's my metadata object or stuff that I didn't import right, apparently, which is weird because I wanted to go ahead and add support for labels and annotations over time. Gotcha. Okay. So no Leon today. Let's see. We're going, clicked on the wrong terminal. So what's it complaining about today? Deploy, create namespace, Python, namespace. Well, now we're flipping out of my code. So 12. There we go. That should be more reasonable. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold that I've been fighting for a couple weeks. Great. But here we're doing it as a string because I'm being crazy and just what? No. Coming from here, cert manager namespace is just a string. Okay. So that was silly. See, I switched from being upstairs on my laptop to coming down to the desk. And now I don't even remember what I was doing last. So in that case, why was it complaining? Because if I go like this, in theory, resource name, ops. Okay, yeah, so I do have to actually get that. Okay, so if we wanted to go off of, for example, Mark's example with here, guessing there is a namespace in here, and there is. Yep. So, for example, see, but that's just it. Object meta args, object meta. Why does it not happen? Import Kubernetes core v1. Kate core v1. Namespace. And that's not it. Which is why I should be able to just go like this. And then name gets that. Namespace annotations I'm not doing right now. Although could keep it stupid simple. Namespace spec args, the finalizer I would like to have on there to improve our ability to delete and redeploy, but we can hold off on that till we get it working. And then here, plenty of resource options. We've got our provider, which comes from here. It is type controlled, and we have positional second argument, so we're good there. What? Hang on. Ooh, okay. Oh, I'm looking at namespace instead of cert manager. That's dumb. Here we go. Okay. So namespace, provider, chain protect. And do I have anything else to try? Why? Pulumi Kubernetes is set. Hang on. Pip. Let's find the current version of package because I don't know those pip commands. I have never used PyPy before. That did not work. So how do you find pip packages? Okay. Okay, so we have 4.11.0 if we wanted to update it, which wouldn't hurt anybody. And we're in a VM, so I'm using fish shell in this dev container. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so importing. Why does it not import the object meta args? Swear to God. So if we look at Open Unison, it is literally this. So if I did the long form, it would just be like that, and then like that, and it should still work because I do have Pulumi Kubernetes imported as kits. Yes. Save the file. Wow, that's nuts. Okay. It's not importing. This is dumb. Let's see. Ooh, I need to start a new branch for this anyway. Because everything's a work in progress. And because I don't push to main anymore, let's see. branch. Sweet. Okay. Stop current code space. So now, what did I seriously write Kate's meta instead of Kate's core in my import? That's dumb. That could explain why. Or am I supposed to do meta instead of Kate's core? That's believable. How come I didn't see that in the docs though? Maybe because I just don't read correctly. Yeah, doesn't hurt. I've been running those code spaces for a long time. Delete code space. Cargo. Delete. And create no code spaces. Yes. Why is it not offering me a real branch that I want? Okay. We'll do a little bit larger since we're running Kubernetes. And it'll take a minute for that to start. So, let's see. Okay, so some of what I actually did on this refactor was lay out the repo a little bit more reasonably. We're going to clean up a lot more of the root level stuff, but the source code starts in the Pulumi directory, and then we keep stacks and a stacks directory in the Pulumi directory. So that helps remove some of the crazies in the top level of the repo. So now, while my code spaces is starting up, what? That is not the one I wanted. No, I did the wrong one. Are you serious? That explains why I didn't have the branch I was looking for. Cargo. It's literally cargo, right? Yes. Refactor. Are using the default container 8 cores. Okay. Okay, so it's building that code space, and cert manager is here, and we're saying, or no, namespace is what we actually want. So source, namespace. Oh, so I have meta and I need to switch to core. Install all the things. Okay. So we're on the correct branch. Let's do login just to get Pulumi logged in, and it will also grab our Pulumi stack configuration. There it is. Creates the Pulumi stack we're going to use. Make a kind cluster real quick. And the config for that is just right here. When we go back to using Cilium, we will uncomment that so that we can disable the default CNI and use Cilium again. Is that what we're suggesting? Oh, but it... Oh, I see. So like that instead of... But I had meta down here. Although that wouldn't be real, so it would still probably freak out. Alphabet soup. We have an alphabet soup alert. Let's see. Okay, we've got, make sure the coop cuddle is good. Woohoo, all the pods are good. Now, the last time I ran this in the previous code spaces, for some reason, my provider was not liking the kube config in YAML. So hopefully we don't have that problem today, because that was weird. Was ist das? The fudge nuggets. Okay, we're going to go back to code that I know was working. Yes, I'm crazy. It's true. Or actually, could be I haven't written enough of my stuff. Cilium, it's pulling Cilium and jet stack versions. But why would it pull Cilium stuff if Cilium is not enabled? That's nutty. Besides the point. I hope nobody is actually learning anything from me right now because I am lost. Yep. Okay. So for starters, let's see. Oh, okay. Where is it pulling config from? So it should get which was set by dir.env, but they seems to not like it. Well, that worked. Weird. So it wasn't actually picking it up from OS.getEnv? That's nuts. That's fine. We don't actually need that. Weird. Okay. I have the make file doing that, don't I? So it's defaulting to the default location instead of. That makes sense. Well, that works for right now. We'll just do require. Haha, there's only one option in the order of operations. And let's see. So now kubeconfig is working. I need to actually go find out why it's not pulling from the YAML because it should be able to do just fine. But refactoring the kubeconfig to JSON seems to be making it work at the moment. So we'll keep running that way. Okay. So we don't need to worry about Cilium, but we do need to worry about search manager. And error. Ha. Okay. Where is it coming up with this from? It's not broken if it doesn't exist. Okay. So for the namespace, really all we should need is I'm making it worse. Which is really dumb, because I actually had this code already written, and all I'm doing is changing the order that I have stuff in. But this is life. Wait, are you serious right now? Is that actually not even the code that we're working on at the moment? So that's only for Cilium. I swear I had that working just a little bit ago. Okay, it's not that. Why is it still getting Cilium URL though? Okay, I'm ending the stream because I'm just embarrassing myself at this point. But it should be more reasonable. We have a provider and we have the fudge nuggets. Yeah, it's literally just that. And it won't be that. Oh, hang on. Huh. Okay. I was just being too aggressive with that. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop and push the fix to the repo whenever I figure that out. Thanks for tolerating the live stream. I'm gonna try and get used to doing this a little bit more often, and we'll figure out how to add music and all that stuff. Toodles.